Hi guys, this is our first Evolve new character in-depth video, and that is like the worst thing to say ever, but that's what it is. So in this video we're going to be looking at, what's his name? I can't even remember his name. Torvald. Torvald is his name, don't worry, I was just testing you. So we did have a quick look at all of the new characters, the 4 hunters and the behemoth, and so we've already gone through basically what they have, but we'll refresh here anyway. So your primary weapon as Torvald is an auto-fire shotgun. Now this differs between Abe's and Parnell's. It's more like Abe's than Parnell's in the never mind, I'm actually retarded. It is exactly Parnell's shotgun, but with a faster fire rate. Okay, so disregard what I'm saying here. So yeah, that's like your main go-to weapon. Same way that Markov would use a lightning gun or Hyde would use the flamethrower. And then at range, you have your mortar launcher, which you can't use it when you're right next to the monster, but when you're like further away, it's good. And you can actually arc it to get really good distance on it if you're like good at aiming. But aside from those two, which are obviously going to be like a staple and used a lot, you have a shrapnel grenade. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a grenade. It's going to do damage, right? That's a negative. It does 0 damage. But what it does do is spam fucking Lazarus weak points all over the monster. It's so good. So essentially what you want to do is you want to chuck a grenade. Well, you want to, like, when you engage, you want to lead up with the mortars. Then you want to close to close range, throw a grenade, switch to your shotgun, and just spam lead into that monster. And you will be fucked instantly. Well, not instantly, but... So this is like a stage 1 fight. We've took down 2 health bars, like, with AI. So this has been pretty good, like, as a first fight. And then we're going to chase and fire some more mortars in its general direction and hope we can hit him. It just feels so cool to use those. Like, none of these actually go anywhere near the monster, but that's irrelevant because it's just really fucking cool. So we're gonna go into the cave and see how close we are to the monster. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Cool. So yeah, you just want to basically just constantly be firing that mortar when you're at range, because it's nice, consistent damage, and it's delayed too, which is probably the best thing about it. I mean, obviously it can be a bad thing as well, but on the whole, it's a good thing. Like, you can set up a barrage while the monster's eating or whatnot. You'll do some pretty good guaranteed damage there. So we're going to get a second dome up and just spam those mortars, lob a grenade, but he is juking around a lot. This fight is kind of bad because the AI doesn't like move away from you. I didn't want to get up close really, but I end up having to because the AI just sits here like derps. So we're gonna try and close in, get some shots off to try and force him out of hiding, but it's not going too well. But just constantly firing those mortars out to get constant damage is really nice. And just throw in pizzas. Mini pizzas rather, because Markov's are the big pizzas. Torvald's are mini pizzas. So we're gonna get some orbital. Orbital is quite nice with these mortars. Like, obviously the damage, you won't notice it as much, like from the mortars, but it does add up pretty well if the monster is standing in there. So yeah, that kind of nothing happened in that fight, which is a shame, but we can follow him and see what happens. overall, I'm definitely having fun with Torvald. He's better than I expected him to be. I actually see myself playing him quite a lot, just because of how fun that mortar is, and like the fact you can arc it over cliffs and whatnot. Like, it's just really versatile, and that is what I like looking for in my characters. Says the guy that like mains Hyde, but you know, never mind. Hyde did just get buffed actually, so he's a lot better than he was. Still not Markov good, but certainly Parnell good. So that's nice. Torvald, I think, fits a nice space between Markov and Hyde. I think his range damage is better than Hyde, obviously, but his like area denial is really lacking, obviously. And I feel like he'd obviously be a better comparison to Parnell, seeing as they both basically do the same thing and they have 2 ballistic E weapons. Like, obviously the mortar and the rocket launcher work in different ways, but the basic premise is the same. And they both have shotguns, so where the hell is he? Oh, he's behind here. Okay, sure, let's just drop some mortars. Look at that damage, it's so nice. And then just let it rip in his face. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Where am I aiming? What the fuck is wrong? Whoa! I didn't expect to fly off there, but fuck me. Please don't like knock me off the cliff. It's very rude. Oh my god.
Who needs a shield?
But yeah, it's really nice just spamming that shotgun off. It sounds good, it feels good. Like, I just can't get over the fact how good he is. And he's a Viking, so you know what's not to like about that. Like, all of his award criteria things are like references to Vikings and whatnot. Like Ragnarok. Like, yeah. Please.
It's dead. Let's go.
Okay, Maggie. So yeah, that was a kind of more detailed look at Torvald compared to our shorter video. I definitely feel he is one of the stronger characters from the Hunter season. And if you're not picking up the pass on a whole, then I would seriously like ask you to consider buying Torvald, assuming you don't hate playing Assault, because he definitely does things, I wouldn't say differently than the other Assaults, because they all basically just shoot the monster, but he does it in a very different, in a fun sense way, if you know what I'm talking about. That sounds a bit retarded, but I know what I'm talking about. You might, I don't know. So yeah, that's Torvald. That's generally all you need to know about him. Obviously there's gonna be like some nice tricks and stuff like emerging from when people are used to how he plays and stuff, but right now he, like, just reading him at face value, he is a pretty good Assault and he can stand on his own 2 feet very well in any kind of team comp, really. Mainly based on his shrapnel grenades. Like, they're so versatile. Well, not versatile, but so good, you know? Anyway, that's all for this video. The next one is going to be Crow? I think it's gonna be Crow, so I'll just say Crow anyway, and if it's not, you can write really, really strongly worded comments below or something. I don't know. I'm sure you will think of something. So, take care, guys.